Good morning, gentlemen. So, I guess I'm the only lady here except for others. So, once again, welcome to your 11th Fraternitas Scintilla Legis National Congress. And it's my honor to be your MC tonight. This morning, it's my first time to be surrounded by dashing men like you. Professional, but
Almighty Creator, we thank you for this wonderful day you have given to us. Thank you for this joyous event that you have given to us, which is the 11th National Convention of Fraternitas Scintilla Legis. A wonderful event that gave us a chance of meeting each of every brothers from all other chapters, from all other universities. In this significant event, we ask your divine intercession to guide us in every step of it and yield fruitful results along the way.
Scintilla! 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 Before I will start my welcome address, I would like first to request my fellow brads, the Grand Chancellors from the Silliman University, Brad KJ Celestiano, and then Brad Gino Sobrano from the University. On the stage for us to lead the preamble, or the Scintilla preamble, before we formally start the program.
Scintilla means spark of the law. Its existence is derived from the ideals of men who believe in the rule of law. It is not a religious or political affiliation, nor does it require to use social philosophies or opinions. It is not that they believe in truth, justice, and brotherhood, and practice them in their daily and personal life. Study of law and justice. It endeavors to mold its members into professionally and morally fulfilled citizens of the community. Its ultimate victory. Scintilla Legis commands the undiluted loyalty of all its members to the fraternity and to the principles that stands for.
So, in behalf of the Fraternitas Scintilla Legis Silliman University Chapter, we would like to acknowledge the presence of all the Scintillans who are here this morning to grace this occasion, the 11th Fraternitas Scintilla Legis National Congress. Especially those who came from Mindanao, our brothers from the Silliman University, the residents, the lawyers, and the judges, as well as delegates from the Western Mindanao State University. Our brothers from the Western Mindanao State University are actually arriving this morning. Pero medyo na-delay lang barko, pero lagi sila delegate. Mauna. Okay. They were headed by Judge Peter Isma. Also one of the pioneer in the Western Mindanao State University. At the same time, Silliman University Chapter alumni. And also the delegates from the Liceo de Cagayan State University. As well as the delegates from the Bukidnon State University, headed by the Grand Chancellor University. We also Dumaguete as the Grand Chancellor of the Silliman University. And for the Silliman University, we have Congressman George Arnaiz. Silliman University Chapter with Judge Rafael Sultan as our speaker. As well as the brilliant and ever-supportive Scintilla alumni of Silliman University Chapter, both lawyers and those who are in the other fields. So thank you very much. First, I would like to extend my gratitude. Salamat jud ninyo for at least giving us this opportunity to host the 11th National Congress. Although it is not yet as much as perfect, but we're trying our best to be at least to meet the necessary needs for the fraternity, at least for this to be a start. And hopefully, mag-continue pagkawag ng National Congress at Silliman University Chapter. So, thank you very much for those who supported this National Congress, especially the residents of the Silliman University Chapter.
For those of you that don't know me, I'm Kevin Silciano and I'm the Grand Chancellor of Xavier University. So I'd like to acknowledge delegates from Xavier University. We have Chancellor Earl Magbanua. We have Roland Collado. We have P. Lupeba. O.J. Uy. And for our lawyers, Brad, we have Attorney Neil Macana, past Grand Chancellor of Xavier University. We also have Attorney Palmer Paramine, past Grand Chancellor. We also have new lawyer, General Ladera, past Grand Chancellor. And we have Attorney Lee Emmanuel Lebarle, past Grand Chancellor.
On behalf of Bukidnon State University, I am the fourth Grand Chancellor of BSU, being the youngest chapter of the Fraternitas Scintilla Legis. We are happy to inform you that the BSU chapter had already 17 members. And allow me to introduce to you the BSU delegation. We have Mark Anthony Alima, please rise. Charlton A. Sotra, Haring B. Solani, Mark Joseph Padua. We prepared something.
Say mo na, Lord. Say mo na.
Although I'm not yet that old to know the history, but I was commanded by the Grand Chancellor. And who am I to refuse the order of the Grand Chancellor, since we follow that the order of the Grand Chancellor always prevail. It is always a Jesus call, so here I am. Fraternitas Scintilla Legis is a Lopez fraternity founded in 1974 by 7 brave and courageous male law students from the College of Law of Xavier University, Ateneo de Cagayan. It was spearheaded by the first Grand Chancellor, Rogelio Sosa Magabuyo, and the others who are namely Samson Asuncion Aguilar, Loremel Ascona de Lima, Antonio Macaraya Giling, Demosthenes Aquino Mediante Jr., Cecilio Antigua Pipito Jr., and Ronald Las Marillas Quitos. And they decided among themselves to establish a fraternity that would reflect their common ideals and aspirations. They researched for an appropriate name and agreed to the name Fraternitas Scintilla Legis. The name embodied their visions to become lawyers and be as part to each other in their quest for the ultimate victory. All 7 founding fathers eventually became members of the bar. In 1980, Fraternitas Scintilla Legis was brought to the Visayas region, particularly here in Dumaguete City, Negros Oriental. The chapter was established in the College of Law of Silliman University. And the pioneer members of this chapter were our very own Congressman George Arnaiz, Leo Kahanap, and Ferdinand Ibarle. And of course, we all know that Congressman George served as a governor of this province before he became a congressman. In 1994, Brad Ricardo Garrido and Attorney Nestor Luwable from this chapter, Silliman, went to Zamboanga City and initiated 8 neophytes recruited by the then Fiscal Peter Isma. And a chapter in the College of Law of Western Mindanao State University was established and remained functional to the direction and guidance of the now RTC Judge Peter Isma. And for the information of everybody, our brother Judge Peter Isma is now the Executive Judge of RTC in Zamboanga City. In 2005, during the incumbency of the then Grand Chancellor Attorney Lundanon Galera, a chapter was opened in Liceo de Cagayan, College of Law, with a blessing from the Dean of the said college, who is also a Scintilla, Dean Adrian Barba, and the Professor Branch in the College of Law of Liceo. In 2007, during the administration of yours truly, a new chapter was opened in Bukidnon State University in Malaybalay with the blessings of the Associate Dean of the College, Attorney Gerardo Murillo Jr., and through the untiring efforts of Attorney Bert M. Strada, who later became a professor in the same college. After years of existence, what was once a spark of noble intentions is now a scorching flame, lighting the field of law in Mindanao and also here in the Visayas, both in the academy and in the practice. The fraternity has spread to the 3 branches of government, private companies, and also the business circles. Through the years, the fraternal bond among Scintillans is kept strong, constantly by redefining the meaning of brotherhood as it is reinforced by the annual National Congress like this one, Brads, and fellowships all year round. For Scintilla Legis, greatness is the aim, excellence is the path, and brotherhood is the key. And we know that every Scintillan is forever grateful to dwell in the kingdom of Fraternitas Scintilla Legis. Thank you.
It's my honor to introduce our speaker for our National Congress. He is one of the most accomplished and decorated personality in Negros Oriental, but I won't have all the time to enumerate all his accomplishments, so I think it is enough to say that he was the first and only regional court administrator, and he is currently the presiding judge of Branch 30 Regional Trial Court in Negros Oriental. Brothers, please help me welcome our very own Judge Rafael Crescencio Tan.
How are you today? You answer, doing better than good. How are you today? Doing better than good. Are you happy today? Yes. Raise your hand if you're happy. Yes. Oh, everybody's happy. Yeah. Tap the shoulder of the person in the room. The one on your right, also tap the shoulder. My brothers in this prestigious Fraternitas Scintilla Legis, good morning as usual. I am deeply honored to be here with you this morning as your supposedly educational speaker in our 11th National Congress. Actually, I'm at a loss on what to say, as Is it true, Earl, I'm only a last-minute replacement? Nevertheless, as a brother, it is hard to refuse another brother, especially when one is asked to give only a speech. It's easy to write a speech. This privilege and honor to be here with you this morning is not only a personal journey for me, but also an all-significant part of being your brother in the law profession or any endeavor, whatever we find ourselves to be in our beloved country. When I was a student in the College of Law of Silliman University, I was then the commandant of the Silliman University RTCU. I was 33 years old and married. And it was really hard to be a working student. I was assigned at Camp Leonkila, that's about 38 kilometers away from Dumaguete. And then to report there every day. And then return in the afternoon to attend law classes. I had little time to prepare for the assignments. In fact, I had to use my advanced cadets to research for me. But the spark of the law helped me in my studies. I was first-year law student when I joined the Scintilla Legis. At that time, I was already a captain. Can you imagine a captain being... I took everything aside because I was determined to become an exalted member of the Fraternity. As they say, the rest is now history. I finished my law degree in 1988, took the bar the same year, and became a lawyer the following year when the results came out. But I never realized in my life that I would be a lawyer, much more become a prosecutor and then a judge. I was imagining myself working in a bank, not even as a military man. I was forced by circumstances to join the military after I passed a direct commission examination, which became the basis for me to be sent to the officer cadet school in Port St. Australia for 1 year officership training. I became a regular officer after that and then served in Mindanao. But having served in Mindanao changed my concept of the military service. I had myself assigned in Dumaguete to look for another career. My greatest challenge now in my career as a judge came in 2008 when I was designated as the Regional Court Administrator of the Pilot Regional Court Administration Office of the 7th Judicial Region. This was a project of the Supreme Court on decentralization as part of the action program for judicial reforms initiated by then Chief Justice Hilario David. I just came from a 2-year stint in that office, and I would like to share with you my experiences as I implemented this decentralization project, a pioneering one here in Region 7. In such capacity as a Regional Court Administrator, I have learned a lot of lessons that may be useful to all of us. I tell you, these are precious and hard-earned lessons, and I shall briefly share it to you now for free. First, success means your willingness to pay the price. If there is one thing that some of the Supreme Court's middle-level managers would not love, it would be change. People naturally resist change. And so when the Supreme Court in Bank decided to decentralize the administrative and financial functions of the Office of the Court Administrator, the project was not initially met with a warm welcome by a number of Supreme Court officials. We could tell just by looking at their faces. But we in the Regional Court Administration Office persevered. We continued to carry the torch of decentralization despite the resistance, the opposition, the criticism, and the drawbacks. And we pay the price. Success, indeed, is not for free. It has a price tag, and it's called sacrifice. So if you want to succeed, you need to make sacrifices. Second, exceed people's expectations. During the early months of our operations, many judges and court personnel felt that the Regional Court Administration Office was just an additional layer in judicial bureaucracy. In fact, a manifesto calling for the abolition of ARCAW was circulated in Region 7, signed by skeptical court personnel. In time, however, our officers and staff in ARCAW 7 measured up to the challenge and delivered services beyond the normal and the usual. We exceeded expectations of our internal customers by immediately addressing their concerns and immediately acting on the requests. I instilled in the minds of my staff the need to go the extra mile in public service, that mediocrity has no place in the pilot office. Our efforts certainly paid off. Skeptics now are slowly convinced and recognize the importance of ARCA. I tell you, it is never crowded along the extra mile. Third, start now. Just do it. There is no perfect time to start. The best time is now. Pull the trigger, engage, act now. What you must do is this. Jump off the cliff first and then build wings on the way down. Success never comes unless you start. In Arcao 7, work is a verb, not a noun. It is an action word and not one that we only pay lip service to. We deliver results by actually and immediately doing things. As the ancient Chinese proverb says, a journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step. I hope that you will find some use for these basic yet vital tenets. They have served me in good stead, both on a personal and professional level. I am confident of the same help for each one of you here in our Congress. What I've just said, you will notice there are similarities in our preamble. In closing, it may just remind you that the spark of noble intention that started in 1974 at Xavier University has now become a scorching flame, as said by Earl, lighting the field of law in Mindanao and the Visayas. Thus continue to make the Fraternitas Scintilla Legis as an embodiment of a proud and responsible Filipino with greatness as our aim, excellence as our path, and brotherhood as the key. Mabuhay ang Scintilla Legis!
Brad, good morning. Namin project karon ba nga didala din sa inyo. This has been decided by the Silliman University Grand Chapter. We have decided siguro nga magbaton daw og civilian ring. Siguro di akay ta magkainhanay itong kadaghan na kayo sa Mindanao, Visayas, or even sa Luzon. Niya, sa ato sa nga fraternity, wala tayong mga tato, bitaw. Wala tato.
Ay, galyado na. Nando sa ulo.
Natay Scintilla ring, magkailan na itaman, halimbawa, ng mga agencies ng government, mag-process na nito. Agency. And then, nasugdan na naman isa dito sa Cagayan de Oro. Nanay mga sugod ng mga orders sa mga ganahan sa mga orders. Kay magpapagpapagyan kung na-orders kung wala. Isa. And then, kaya ang presyo ani namin kuan, ami bronze, napon mi silver o na gold. Sa gold na mo na 18K, na 14K, 18K. And then sa pricing sa brand, istorya na ako eh. Ang regular sa bronze brand, ang regular na mo 2,000. Kana dator sa 2,000 dahil sa kaning silver na mo brand ay 3,500. And then sa among gold kung 10K kantidad sa mga 11,000, 10,000 regular lang na siya brad, regular kung standard mahal maging siya. Then ang 14K mga 15,000, then 18,000 dahil lang 18K ring. So kanisa ba kung gusto mo mag-order pwede lang yung doon sa mga sa CVR kay pwede mo mag-down lang sa katunga. Then amo na yung trabaho ni pa, amo na yung hapto na yung diri. Ayaw na ang full payment yang kita na yung item. So ana na sa siguro ba. Thank you.
I would like to first award this Scintilla Achievement Award to Honorable George P. Knights. I would like to read the citations. Of course, the Fraternitas Scintilla Legis and the caption is stated there: Xavier University, Silliman University, Western Mindanao State University, Lyceum State University, Bukidnon State University Colleges of Law. Present this Scintilla Achievement Award to Honorable George P. Anais, Representative 2nd District, Negros Oriental, for his success and contribution in the field of public service, having garnered various district awards, thereby making himself a figure worthy of acknowledgement and realizing our brotherhood's motto: greatness is the aim, excellence is the path, brotherhood is the key. Given this 27th day of August in the year of our Lord 2011, during the Fraternitas Scintilla Legis 11th National Congress at Negros Oriental Convention Center, Dumaguete City, Negros Oriental. Signed, Earl Magbanua, Grand Chancellor, and yours truly. Recognition is given to Judge Shin C. Caniete. In grateful recognition as newly appointed MTC Judge of Zamboanga, Sibugay, thereby making himself a figure worthy of acknowledgement and realizing our brotherhood's motto: greatness is the aim, excellence is the path, brotherhood is the key. Branch 30, RTC 7th Judicial Region, for his success and contribution in the field of public service, having garnered various district awards, thereby making himself a figure worthy of acknowledgement and realizing our brotherhood's motto. So Fraternitas Scintilla Legis present this certificate of recognition to Attorney Lloyd Jason L. Elmaco, past Grand Chancellor, in grateful recognition for successfully passing the 2010 bar examination, and for adding to the prestigious list of Scintillan lawyers, giving pride and honor to the fraternity. The same citation is also given to Attorney Jason M. Banday, past Grand Chancellor. The same citation is given to Attorney Nestor A. Duwagle. The same citation is given to Attorney Erwin B. Busher.
See you.
The same citation is given to Attorney Lordan G. Suwan. The same citation is given to Attorney Eduardo Q. Almera Jr. The same citation is given to Attorney Rep. Casino. And lastly, the same citation is awarded to Attorney Jaro M. Laduran. Something, especially when I heard Brad don't prepare the message for the prayer, I said, he was frantic. Do I have to prepare something? I said, don't prepare anything. Will you talk before Brad and sis? Oh, Brad. I was talking about sis. Will you talk before Brad? Gathering like this, you can talk anything you want. They will understand anyway as brothers.
Savior, I always talk about a standard that we have to meet. Now, I think we have met in some ways. So with that, we have started, although this is a closing remark, I would say this is a closing yet, the beginning. A statement of a beginning, especially an achievement of a chapter, which we hope, and I hope, as an alumni brad, that our other brads, the residents especially, would take into consideration that for as long as we work together as a fraternity, especially guided by our tenets, our intentions and motives, we will achieve it. Thank you and welcome to Dumaguete.
Thanks also to Alberto's Pizza for the sponsorship. And thanks to the chapter delegates from Xavier University, Western Mindanao State University, Liceo de Cagayan, and Bukidnon State Universities the rest of you, thank you so much. So it's lunchtime. God bless and more power to Scintilla Legis.